see here. Are we good to go? We have liftoff. We are live. Hi, it's super cold here in New Jersey. And by super cold, I mean it dropped to 38 degrees. We were 70 last week, and I was enjoying that and everything. And then all of a sudden it said, listen, you better get your winter clothes out and your beanies out. You better get that out because it's got to get cold real quick, Nick. Welcome everybody right to the mic and everything. I am your host tonight, Real Nick P, live on your screen. And I hope everybody is doing very well tonight. We have a great amount of people here tonight that's going to be performing tonight at this list and everything. I look forward to each and every one of you. It's always a great time here at Right to the Mic and everything too as well. Thank you to The Word is Right for giving me this opportunity to go ahead and present work and it not work, to give space to people so they can perform, whether it be music, poetry, comedy, whatever the case may be. All styles are welcome here. You missed the workshop earlier, come by at 8 o'clock, get that workshop game in, and then you're good to go. With that being said, instead of me opening up and everything, I want to make sure we get as many people as we can on here. So in lieu of time, we're going to have our first person go up here, who is the great Ethan Mackler right over here. Great to see you, Ethan. I hope everything is well. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Cold. It's very cold, and the flu shot kicked my butt yesterday. But other than that, I'm doing very well. So everything is great and everything, and it's great to see you again. And I can't wait to hear what you got tonight for us. Ethan Mackler playing that bass. Woo! That was sweet.
Thank you
Love
very much.
That was awesome. Oh my goodness. It's great to see you again, Ethan. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's been a minute since I heard the bass right there, but that bass was fine. I loved it. I loved it a lot. Great to see you again, Ethan. If you want to let the people know where they can find you online and everything and about the next Garage Poets, go on ahead.
Well, you can find me online on Facebook, Ethan Mackler, and Garage Poets Open Mic Fridays. I guess I can put it in the chat. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Ethan. And if for those that are aware, come on in here so we can go get the info for that Garage Poets right there. It's pretty sweet over there. I love that space. It's a great space. Ethan, Jeff, and Anna all do a great job over there. Shout outs to the Garage Poets right there. Great job. Great stuff. All right. So we're going to go from Ethan all the way to PA. The chants in the hall are screaming more, 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 more. More poetry. Christopher Moore is here. We get to hear from the poetic Robin Hood himself. Hello there.
Hello.
How's it going, fellow host?
Busy, but good busy.
A good busy is always a good thing. I love that. So yeah, it's always good to when it's a good busy, it's awesome.
Most definitely.
Excuse me. Yes, it's great to see you, Christopher, over in the space and everything. Let them know about your well, I want to hear your poetry, but also make sure you let them know about more poetry, your next feature, because it is coming up soon and everything, and about all the things you got going on too as well. But again, great to have you in the space. I'm ready for it and everything too as well.
Okay. I only have one new one for tonight. This is called New Delphi. Why do you keep lying, O Oracle? You who think you know me told me of false wonders everywhere that gave the false seal of approval for the imaginary odyssey you sent me on, thinking I could crown this mortal Aphrodite who was just another Helen that hid her Paris. Do not spew more prophecies from your wall of flames just for me to go on yet another false odyssey.
Ooh, spicy! I love that, Christopher. We bringing the. I think everyone's bringing the heat tonight. I love it. You know, I'm gonna have to put on my air conditioner. Like I said, my air conditioner's on full blast, and I think I need a better air conditioner after that poem right there. That was hot right there. I gotta say, it was awesome. It's great to hear you, Christopher. Always a pleasure to have you in this space. One of our many mainstays over here, Christopher. Go ahead and let them know about your next open mic, and also about your poetic Robin Hood and who you got coming up as a feature. I know you had Mitch last time.
Yes, I did, which you sadly missed. I feel so bad about that.
It's not your fault, Christopher. It's just that my life got a hell of a lot busy.
Yeah. Well, the next More Poetry is a week from today, November 23rd, the day before Thanksgiving, 8 p.m. Eastern. And no feature, because on the fourth Wednesdays, I don't do a feature. But my next feature will be, let me bring December. December 14th at 8 p.m., I have a California poet friend of mine, Paul Corman Roberts. He's going to be my feature for December 14th. And as far as the Poetic Robin Hood, I was able to record December's episode yesterday. For that, I have Nemo Soom. And that will be posted December 5th.
Nice. I do know Paul Corman Roberts. I have come in contact with Paul once or twice. I do know who Paul is, and Paul is awesome. And also, I do know who Nemo is. Nemo's been in this space before, and I've been in Nemo spaces too as well. So it's going to be a really great podcast right there. And is it available on Spotify too as well, that we can like go ahead and go get that, or like any like the other platforms?
Yeah, it's on Anchor as the main platform, and Anchor automatically posts to Spotify. And I also have it on, I have a YouTube channel for it too. So it's also uploaded to YouTube.
Nice. Drop all that links right there in the chat for us, Christopher, and everything too as well when you get the chance. I'd love to go check out Nemo's thing, and
Yes.
also the other many podcasts and things that you're doing too as well and everything. So again, a pleasure to have you
I'm
here.
currently overbooked.
Do you want me to like take some of the books off your hands? Like I could, I have two hands right here. You can pass them over to me. I will take them and clutch them and hold them tightly and hug them like a vice grip hug. But I'm glad
I'm
to see
having
that.
horrible flashbacks.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'll give you a hug later. I gotta
Just
love.
kidding.
I love you. I love you, Christopher. You're awesome. Always a pleasure to have you here. Make sure you go check out all Christopher's things too as well. He's got a lot going on right there. This man got busy real quickly and everything. You should hop on that train while you still can and everything, because it's about to get more and more awesome. Can't wait to see what you do next, Christopher. Great stuff as always. Whew. All right. So now we got coming to the mic. Now we got Deadpan Lizzie, and then we got Shocky G on deck right there. Hi, Beanie. Hi, Beanie Twisted Twin.
Hey, Nikki. Beanie Blessings. So I have this new book out. This is not the proof copy. This is the actual copy. If you were at New York on Saturday, you saw me reading from the proof, but my publisher just sent me the actual copy. So Intervisions is a book of poems and mostly proses and some pankus and a few other styles. And to bless the space tonight, I'm actually going to read one of Nick's favorite poems of mine. Yeah. So it's called Sinfully Sexy. Sexuality, a word that frightens many. It did for me for almost 20 years. Though I have known since I was 3 that I like women, for 2 decades I was more scared than a pussycat getting a bath. Eventually, those of us who choose to educate ourselves and explore who we are never stop screaming on blast, I am queer and I am here. Fighting the heteronormative, receiving hate after hate after hate by one part of the community because we're not ready to slide into their part just yet. And the ones who say you cannot solely love one gender or be attracted to someone because of their appearance. I choose to not interact with those haters. Or the ones who say it makes no sense that I'm religious and gay. I am me, and I do not know anyone an explanation of who I am and why I do and who I do or what I do. Sexuality is a journey. Some have their realizations before others. Some do not allow their rainbow shine until later in life. Maybe some never will. It's a personal journey no one can rush. And you never should. We all fit somewhere on the Kinsey scale, and there's not one negative number on it. We are all equal, valuable, and beautiful. The human body is a work of art. We are only given one, so treat it well. You do you, and I'll do me, and maybe some of you too, at least the ones I have not done yet. And if you cannot laugh at that last stanza, you'll certainly not be one I plan on doing. Listen to your erotic intelligence, listen to others, always practice safe sex. And there are those who will always say sex is sinful. But isn't it more fun when we think of it that way? Thank you. Intervisions.
Intervisions right there. I had an intervision of this happening and everything, and it was like, it was beautiful.
Thank you.
Like, it was great stuff. I love what you did there, Lizzie. One of my
Thank you.
favorite poems. I appreciate you coming in here and everything too, like that. I missed Deadpan Dope, but why don't you go ahead and tell the people where they can find you, where they can get the book, Intervisions, and your next Deadpan Dope?
Thank you. Yes, Deadpan Dope was last night, the last one for November, but the next Deadpan Dope is December 6th here on The Word is Right, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It's also the 1-year anniversary of Deadpan Dope. It's very exciting. It's been 1 year, right? A blessing to have it. So thank you, Marissa Prado and Word is Right, for asking me to be a part of the team. It just fell into my lap one day. And yeah, so come celebrate the 1 year anniversary on the 6th of December. So a few weeks after, you've digested all your turkey and tofurkey and all that good stuff. And Inner Visions is available through me. I have author copies if you want that I will sign for you. You can also get off Amazon and Barnes and Noble and Red or Green Books. So yeah, you can just go on my IG, ES_Strauss, and connect with me there if you and I think everyone in the space also knows how to find me. So if you want one, just connect through me how we normally communicate.
I'm gonna communicate with you via carrier pigeon about that.
Okay. Hedwig? Is Hedwig a pigeon or an owl? Is he an owl?
I don't know. I'm not an expert on birds. I'm not an expert on birds. So it's
Okay.
one thing I can claim proudly that I am not a expert on birds. Unfortunately,
I'm not either.
yeah, I mean, I say I'm do good as a host and poet and workshop facilitator, so I
Am-
think that's pretty solid.
Am I just gonna wake up with like some bird on top of me in a beanie and like giant headphones and be like, oh, it's Nick's.
That's the plan.
It flew from New Jersey and like landed on me somehow.
I mean, hey, I sent ravens, so I send ravens. I don't know where the
Oh, you sent Poe?
I send ravens. Yes.
Okay.
I send a ravens. Yeah.
Okay.
Poe, Game of Thrones, whatever the reference is. But it's always good to see you, Lizzie. Again, drop that info in the chat for everybody and everything. Great to see you. Always a pleasure. One of the many mainstays over here in the space. Always fun to have you here and everything. So great to see you again. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna go to Shocky G right over here in the house right now. Shocky G. I got you, Marissa. You'll be after Shocky if that's okay with you. If not, I can always stall for time. Oh, cool. All right, awesome. So let's get to Shocky G. Shocky, how you doing?
I'm alright. I only got one piece for tonight.
Okay.
It's called Black Mirror. My friends and I are terrible at being friends. We send each other rickrolls and laugh, send way too many TikToks about our lives. We tell each other we are family. But outside our phones, we are lonely islands, hurricane beating flooded streets. We are a forgotten beauty, indigenous tribes. Pretend our phones are bridges, more connected while falling apart. I stare at my phone and only see a reflection of my darkness. My thumb shouting manifest destiny like each swipe is conquering a new world. We are not tropical vacation spots. We are crime-ridden slums pretending to be anything else. We define our friendship by Wi-Fi connection like our hearts are hotspots. We be drained battery, cracked glass, and dirty phone case. How we box ourselves into these 9-inch frames. To the untrained eye, we are the definition of friendship. But beyond this black mirror, we are strangers struggling to find connection, losing signal. And I don't really have too much to promote on the first Sunday of each month, thanks to Red or Green Books. No, I'm sorry, the word is right. I have a LGBTQ podcast for Out Loud. And this Friday with Garage Poets, I will be interviewing Catherine Weiss as part of their open mic. So come check that out.
Definitely check that out and everything. Congratulations on the interview, Shocky. Great to see you again in here. Definitely when I got to make my way out to Pittsburgh, I'll give you another one of those great hugs and everything too as well, when I make my way out there and everything. And again,
I wrote a poem about you.
Oh, if you want to present that, you're certainly more than welcome to.
I mean, everyone else heard it. It's about hugs.
Okay.
And I put it in my manuscript that I submitted. So, all right. It's called Hug. I've heard that a hug lasting 20 seconds or more is healing. It releases all kinds of scientific shit that triggers your body to heal itself. I have never been a hugger. Always run from personal touch like I'm allergic to love. They say you should hug someone at least once a day. My last hug came in the form of a vice grip with a beard, a cosplayer who decided to dress up as a temporary Band-Aid, a poet who probably understood the science more than me. It's been months. I guess that's why my body hates me, continually tries to jump off the cliff of my exaggeration, and yet the doctor has never once offered to give me a hug, not my therapist or friends. Feed me stories of self healing and medication like a better option doesn't exist. And then today, I wish my arms were longer, wish I could wrap myself up in them like a sarcophagus. And maybe the metaphor means I feel like I was dying or already dead. I mean, does wrapping yourself tight in bandages count as hugs? Am I healing now? But obviously, you were the poet. That was my last hug.
Oh, Shocky. Oh my goodness. I wish I could just like give you a hug right now so you can get like if I'd known all that and everything. Oh my goodness, I would have traveled the 7 hours and I would have came over, give you a hug and like, would have hang and everything. Like, my God.
I
Love to
appreciate that.
You're welcome, Shocky. I got love for you always. And again, congratulations on the interview and everything. Make sure you go check out Out Loud, everyone. For those aware and everything, go check that out. It's a really awesome podcast right there. What's going on, what Shocky and what Jacob are doing. They both are amazing individuals here at The Word is Right, too, as well. Love to you, Shocky. Great to see you again. Wow. I'm trying to, there's a line in there. I'm trying to remember. It was, a cosplayer disguised as a band-aid, I think it was. And I'm like, I mean, I'd have to go back to the replay and everything. Which, by the way, everyone, if you miss out on everything like that on my show, or say you wanted to go back to Lizzie's show, or if you want to go check out the Out Loud show, or Marissa's double features and everything, you can go to the Word is Right YouTube, Facebook, and over there, and we'll have all those live streams right there and everything too as well. You can go check that all out and everything too as well. I know I got a lot of watching to do. There's plenty of hours of content on there, I would say so. I think enough to fill at least like a month. I would say at least a month. So definitely go check that all out and everything too as well and everything. Make sure you go check out the Words Right Facebook, IG, and YouTube. With that being said, let's go to someone who I haven't seen in quite some time. I know she's been very busy and everything too, and what's going on with life, but it's the wonderful, amazing matriarch of the Word is Right, known as Marissa Prada. How's it
I
going?
like you say matriarch. Generalissimo says boss lady. I like matriarch better.
I like that better too.
Like the one who is like it's almost way too big for me. So yeah. But yeah, Shocky, when she first read that poem, I was like, you had to read it for Nick. He was so love it. I just, yeah. It's amazing. I'm sending all of you so many hugs and so much love every day. I wish I was there to actually hug some of you who are allergic to love. But just a quick reminder, this coming Saturday at Word is Right at 8 p.m. Eastern, we are featuring Stephen Blaine, who is an incredible musician in New York City. He is just absolutely sensational. So if you would like to spend an evening with Stephen, I'm going to give him 2 separate feature sets because he is the only feature on this Saturday. So you get to have a little extra Stephen Blaine if you want to tune in this Saturday. And then in 2 Saturdays, we have the Friendsgiving show. So there'll be a Friendsgiving, I believe Shocky and Chanson. I don't have my notes in front of me, but I know that there's a few folks doing the Friendsgiving open mic in 2 Saturdays. And then come December, we have our anniversary show. December 17th is the feature of the features, y'all. We're celebrating our moving into our 3rd year, celebrating our 2nd anniversary. I don't know why I put 3rd on the poster. I gotta go fix it. But we're celebrating moving into our 3rd year. So we're very, very excited. We have 28 featured readers who are coming back so far to read. It's going to be an epic night of poetry. So it's not an open mic, but please come and enjoy. Christmas Eve, we do not have a show. And then we do have our New Year's Eve show. So Saturday, New Year's Eve, we're going to have a host, someone dropping the ball with us, doing an hour open mic, each hour of the time zone. So it'll start at I think it'll start at 11 p.m. Eastern. It'll go 11 to 12, and then they'll drop the ball on the East Coast. Then we'll go to Central, then we'll go to Mountain, then we'll go to Pacific, and we'll finish up whoever's on the mic after that. It's going to be a great time. So if you don't have anywhere to be New Year's Eve, come and kick it with us. You can drink all you want and not have to drive anywhere or try to navigate public transportation. So it is a very fun time. Okay, so tonight I have 2 poems for you. Thanks for letting me shout that out, and totally congratulations, Lizzie, on her book. On her now 3rd book. It's absolutely awesome. I'm very excited for her. All right, this first poem, actually, I wrote this in a workshop with Ron Mark Thompson earlier this year, and it is titled "The Night of the 21st of September." The night of the 21st of September still lurks in the setting infant sun that screams, "It's not ready for bed yet." Summer is fading like young love. Fall is calling to all of us to slough our skin, shed the sunshine to make way for change. Like it or not, it is indoctrinated in our veins, in the paths we walk, in the places we visit. Oh, what little control we humans have over things such as that. The earth, time, weather, seasons, people, the seasonality of flings that flicker like a matchstick full of sulfur that was only created to die out quickly. I smell the air changing. The ocean reaches our land this time of year, bringing briny desert winds surfing on evaporated waves. They are just as dry as I am, as my eyes, as my body, as my sense of humor about the impending death of summer love. At least I won't have to shave my legs. At least I won't have to worry about mosquitoes. At least there will be no sunburns or polite backyard barbecues. I wonder if the summer knew its death would be on the night of September 21st. I wonder if it is relieved. Of course, that's the last day of summer. And the last piece I'll read is write. It doesn't really have a title. This was a quick write prompt on an IG live I was part of a couple months back. You are not born a great anything. You are born hungry. You are born still in a shell, squirming, cold, wet, nuzzling for nutrition, skin to skin security, begging to break out, grow your feathers, and fly far away. We are not born a great anything. We are born hungry. We panic and cry, demand life, demand comfort, demand a chance to thrive as we flock together through tears and torment, tearing out of our belief systems. System of a down, wayward journey, a perpetrator with a quill in hand, scripting as there is blood in spirit, some sober, some sobering, somber, surviving, surpassing suggestion. I was not born a great anything. I was born hungry. From the first moment, my scream carved opportunity for my craft, not talent, for my humanity, not human, for my destiny to demand greatness, to break free of my own chest beyond the interests of comfort and deliver poets to the page, to the world stage. For we are all actors after all, perhaps pretending that we are not still squirming, hungry, penning shouty pages to clear our minds. Forget, remember, forget again that the gaping wound in our chest means we are flying away from yesterday, flying away from it all, waiting to welcome the hunger of tomorrow. And yes, Shaki, that was on purpose because that was the open mic we were all at. So I tried to put them in the poem. Yeah, thanks, Nick. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for taking the time to come out here. I know you're very busy and everything, and I haven't seen you in a while. I am glad to see your face again. Love to you as always. Um, that second one was marvelous. Was absolutely marvelous. Like I enjoyed that a lot and everything. I hope that you all can attend Stephen Blaine's feature and everything. I've got the pleasure of meeting and hugging Stephen Blaine. Stephen is absolutely phenomenal and everything too as well in every way, shape, or form. You're gonna have a great time. Like I could say a million other things and everything, but I think we all know who Stephen Blaine is and how awesome Stephen is and everything. So definitely, if you have time on Saturday, go check that out and everything too as well. And also, Marissa, if you want to promote anything else too as well, you're certainly more than welcome to.
And if you don't know who Stephen Blaine is, you will absolutely know who Stephen Blaine is at the end of his feature. Even if you just like music, you like energy, he is also a rabbi. He is an incredible human being, and he does so much for this community and for his own community. I usually attend his services on Fridays, even though I'm not Jewish and I don't understand half of it. The energy and the healing you gain from that is so much more than knowing necessarily all the ins and outs. Sometimes just letting go and being present in moments with artists is what the doctor ordered. And so I order, if I was the doctor, I'd order you to all soak in some Stephen Blaine and enjoy it. Even if you're driving or you're doing housework or you're writing or you're just meditating, having his music on in the background is incredibly healing. So come Saturday if you can. And if anyone's interested, of course, Red or Green Books, Red is READ, redorgreenbooks.com is my press. I'm going to have a special Black Friday coupon if anyone wants to be purchasing things from the website. I will be sending that special Black Friday coupon out. So if you've had that book that you've been like, I really want to get that book, maybe now is the time to do it. We have 42 books on hand that we have currently available on the website. And we are launching American Graveyard Calls to End Gun Violence next year, including the sponsor, a senator. Now the Senate has changed. So now is the time to be buying a book for us to send to a state senator about gun violence. Now there is no better time than the present to get stuff done. And I just thank you all so much. Yes, Deadpan. They're coming. Yes, good night for beanies. Anyways, but yeah, thank you, Nick, so much. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you as well, Marissa, because I got this beautiful book right here and everything too as well. Happy birthday, baby. I remember my book's birthday. I cannot remember my own show's birthday. My own show's birthday was in July. I can't remember my own show's birthday. I remember this birthday. But I also wanted to show you all this too as well and everything. I know this is not my signature, by the way. This is a signature by a very famous voice actress by the name of Wendy Lee, if you ever heard of her. Absolutely phenomenal voice actress. She is signed my book because she found out I wrote poetry. I was at a convention not too long ago over Halloween, and she's like, "I would love to get your book and read your book." So this famous voice actress that I've seen in so many different shows now has a copy of my book and signed a copy of my book too.
You know, Nick, the Grammys are recognizing spoken word poetry, spoken word now for the Grammy nominations. I think what we should do at Word is Right is everyone submit a poem and we pick someone and we ask them to do the audiobook for it and we submit that for the Grammys.
Could it be work that we publish through you too as well? Is that also
Yeah,
included? Okay.
I don't think it would matter as long as it was credited wherever it was originally published. But like we could, for example, I know like a big fan of ours at the press is like Diane Ward.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of folks who we could try to get to do an audiobook But if we did an audiobook of our poems of the hosts at Word is Right, we can absolutely submit it for consideration for the Grammys next year, if we can get it done in time.
I would be so down, because the reason why I was asking was I was thinking about doing that sort of thing, and I
Or
wanted
maybe
to
you're a
do
voice actor.
uh I mean, I don't do voice acting. I would love to do that one day. That would be really awesome to do like something like that. But I was thinking about maybe like taking one of the poems from that book and like putting it in there. That's what I'm
Hmm.
saying, cuz for that
Yeah.
consideration, cuz I've always wanted to like do something like that, but that costs a lot of money, and I know I've worked in music and everything like that. It's very very expensive to go ahead and go get studio time and to find
So
a person to go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt, but
So we have contacts here in our poetry community who have physical studios and technical digital studios who can mix together stuff for us. So I don't want people to think that they're out on their own as far as like trying to find money for stuff. Plus, there is a lot of grant money out there. So we can look at New York City Council for the Arts, other things that we can look at getting funding for. But as far as like studio time and people who know about this, we do have people in our community. And like who is it, Shaki had responded on my Facebook post this morning when I put the screenshot of the news and it said poetry spoken word albums. She said, well, do you know who's nominated this year? And among them is like Amanda Gorman and a bunch of other people. And I'm thinking, and in no offense to any of the nominees at all whatsoever, because we have nothing but love and respect for our peers. But there's nothing different about Amanda Gorman's work versus Shaki's work or your work or Lizzie's work, right? It's just that she had the opportunity because she was under 18 to read for President Biden's inauguration. She had the connections, she had the ability, she had the time, she had the skill, the track record, the background in education where she was able to procure that. But I don't think that the work is better than anyone else's here. And so that being said, I think that we all have we all deserve the opportunity to be up there. Um, and it's not anything bad about anyone else's work, but I think that all of our work, and especially these, we're the beat poets of we're the new generation of beat poets. We are the heartbeat of the street of what poetry is today. We know what is up for for what people are doing these days in spoken word, and it absolutely fucking should be nominated. Can you imagine us having a Word is Right table next to Beyonce?
I mean, that'd be lit, and I would just say to Beyonce, "What's up? How you doing?"
I'd be like, woo woo, Jay-Z, let me introduce you to Nick P.
Hey, Jay-Z, how you doing? I listen to all your albums.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Yeah, Terry Rose, I got you. Yes. For those who have not signed up yet for the anniversary show, make sure you do. This spreadsheet is open for y'all to sign up. But Terry Rose, I will look and see if that spot's open for you. Otherwise, yeah, let's go. I mean, there's no reason why we can't be doing a tour, why we can't be doing an audiobook, why we can't have merch, why we can't be, really building lots of stuff on this. So
absolutely. I agree, Marissa. Thank you again for all that and for sharing too as well and everything too. Hey, I'll help you out with that. You just let me. We'll get on that and everything. We can like I'll record myself and everything doing like I don't know. I'll figure out a poem from the book that I'll do and everything, and I'll send that, and we'll work that out, and everything like that. So you ain't got no problems right over there. And make sure you also go check out that show on Saturday, and also you go follow Marissa Prada on Prada Painting and Poetry, and all the other platforms too as well that Marissa's on, Facebook, all that other good stuff. And also check out the press, Red or Green Books. There's a lot going on over there. I think there's over 40 some. There's over 40 books over there. It's amazing.
yeah, we have 42 this year.
42. So that's what I'm saying. There's over 40. So 42 this year. Oh, answer. So wait, that means that the answer to everything is literally the red or green books. Because 42, the answer. I'm just saying, if anyone watches the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, they know 42.
Oh my! I just bought. We just bought 10 more ISBNs, and there'll be another 10 more next year that we'll be buying too. So like, it's already in place.
Nice. So there's 10 more coming in there and everything too. I like that. I like that. So it'll be the next 10. Oh, awesome. It's always good to see you, Marissa. Thank you again for coming through. I would like to read a couple poems myself, actually. So I got two for y'all. One I did from the workshop, and one that's really sad. Let's just put it like that. My friend's dealing with something, so I hope that he has the time to watch this poem and everything. I wish I could talk to you one more time. I know this wish will not be fulfilled. When you died, a part of my soul died as well. I cried tears into the stars of a warm September night, wishing for a glistening trail of essence. I still cry, and I grieve. I miss the conversations. I miss knowing when I was down without a spoken word. I miss your tactical mind, your maternal nature. I miss it all. The summers when I would go see you and Grandpa. I want one more talk with you. I know it's not to be. I can still wish though, right? I did say a proper goodbye, but if you couldn't acknowledge, would that mean I never said it? Light doesn't shine here anymore. It left to go on vacation. Return date to be determined. I'll grieve some more until you return home. Okay. So that was that piece right there. Yeah, it's a little sad for everyone and everything, but it's okay. You know, I got one from the workshop, and I'll get to you, Terry. I got you and everything too as well. Let me just go ahead and go find the poem and everything. I've just been in a little bit of a sad streak and everything too as well. So this is from my workshop and everything too. Anthropophobia takes a hold of me, grasps the torsos, latching to my soul. The eyes spoke, the tongues muted. Reach out to touch prophecy. Scared of silent prayers, of lonely screams, leaned on the structure of bone and flesh. Trials of hell, break tendons. The price of communication is a fragment of your soul. False prophets play puppet speaker to a tongue moistly purified. Strung out are organs cheaply made to fuel a soul. Will he speak what's on his mind? Okay. That's all from me. If you want to follow me, The Real Nick P on IG, Facebook, Nick Paleologos, and ask about this beautiful book, Ad versus Reaction, right here. So, Terry, I see that you wanted to share. We'll go ahead and get to you and everything. And it's great to see you again, Jersey Trinity in the house. What's going on? How are you? Oh no, Terry's muted. Ah!
Sorry.
I broke it. No. It's just that I broke it. I'm sorry.
No, I'm old and I can never remember to press the unmute button.
I mean, that's definitely a possibility. I think it's more that I broke it by accident. It just tends to happen sometimes.
It's not you. It's usually me. It's not you, it's me.
Fair enough.
But it is me.
And it is you. Yes.
Yeah.
It is you. Yay. I get to see Terry again. Hi.
So, you ready?
About as ready as I'll ever be.
This is rough, man, because I just wrote it. So just buckle up. Okay. So today I had to explain to someone why we should not celebrate Thanksgiving. I hit a brick wall. This is no joyride trying to give a heart to the heartless. those who don't give a shit about anything that came before. But this is the mindset of the day, where we worship at the altars of false prophets. The God is our collective empty stomach, wishing to be constantly satiated, filled with Thanksgiving dinner, turkey with all the trimmings, home baked pies, mashed potatoes, yams, mushrooms, covered green beans baked into a perfect feast. The guests are all set up to serve themselves from the offering on the table with plates, glasses with drinks available on another display. The pilgrims did not come in the clutch. They were the surveyors to the invaders who came with a wrecking ball to the unsuspecting indigenous people. Had they known what was to come, they would have been ready to take back the land instead of becoming justifiably misanthropic. Is it any wonder that they hate us? Has this revelation of our twisted history made us anthropophobic?
Yeah.
I used everything. It was the Thanksgiving dinner mishmash of all the prompts.
I like
Baked
that
into
though.
a casserole.
I love that though. You took every prompt. You said, "I'm gonna smash it together in one thing." I love that. That's what it's all about, right there, everyone. It's like I can give one prompt to everything. That's great. You're like, you know what, Nick? I'm gonna take both your prompts or all your prompts, and I'm gonna mash it together, and we're gonna make one fucking epic poem. I'm with that. I love that shit. That's the shit I love right there. Hell yeah, Terry. Hell yeah. I also love it when Lizzie does it too as well. See, Leslie put in the chat right there. Yes, I love it when Lizzie does it too as well. See, that's the shit I also like right there. Oh my goodness, it's great to see you again, Terry. It's been a while, and I hope all is well with you and everything.
We have to go poet together sometime. I gotta get my ass up there by that place where we met the last time. I know they're still doing stuff over there.
Yes, you're talking about Damien Rucci's space and everything.
Yes.
I'm definitely down to come up there. Actually, I think I'm gonna be in Keyport, or I forget where it is, but it's like a midway point for us to meet up and everything too. So we're not each going 2 hours towards each other and everything. At least
Right.
It's a nice midway point we meet up and everything. So it's very nice that what the Damien does. It's here's a midway point. Done.
Yep. Yeah. Let me know when you're going down that way. I'll try and be there.
I believe it's the 3rd of December. But I will let you know about the details and everything too as well.
Yeah, hit me up. Thanks.
I absolutely will. And also, Terry, let the people know where they could find you.
The Chameleon Poetic. Let me tell you what, Instagram is just, I don't know, man. There's hackers, man, all over. Somebody tried to hack into my account again today. From nowhere around here, they said somebody logged into my account on Instagram. And I just got a new account, and I just changed my password, and somehow they're still getting in there.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. So anyway, I think I saved it because I had to change my password. So it's the Chameleon Poetic on Instagram, and then my name, Teresa Rose Jurtson, on Facebook. And I'm not doing anything that I know of coming up feature wise, but I am gonna probably be doing that thing. I just signed up with Marissa on that event where everyone's featuring.
The feature to end all features, as I like to say. The feature to end all features, where you're going to bring everyone in here, and it's going to be a wild time. That's what I say.
Right. So that should be fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that one too as well, and everything too. Terry, always a pleasure to see you. We'll definitely link up at some point and everything too as well. We'll find a way to meet up at the midway point in Jersey and everything. We'll poet together, cause some chaos. We'll go
get some of those fries that you're always talking about.
The disco fries. Yes. But I've been craving cheese balls lately. I'm not gonna lie. I've been craving a nice helping of cheese balls. All right,
you order that, and I'll order the disco fries.
Fair enough. We'll exchange a little bit of each other.
Okay.
Make a nice mashup.
Sounds good. Can't see my thumbs because of my background. There we go.
all good. It's all good.
Oh, Chameleon Chronicles. It's still for sale. I sold another copy the other day because after I listened to Lizzie's workshop, I actually implemented one of her techniques that she said. It was very simple. I just asked someone, would you like to buy my book? Whereas for that, I guess it's harder for some people than others to come out with that, just be like real, just upfront with it. But I always feel like if I don't want to, if they're, I don't know, I'm wrong. I need to follow more of Lizzie's advice. That's what I need to do. I don't even want to say what I was doing because what I was doing wasn't working. But yeah.
Totally get that. I totally get that. Well, she is the Beanie Goddess after all.
And she
so
is a salesperson for a living. She actually knows how to do this. So she's
That
a
is
good
very true.
person to go to with ideas for marketing.
Yes, Zur's advice is really, really good. I have to
Yes,
say.
it works. That's the thing with it. Yeah, because she's doing it. She's out there.
She's definitely out there. I love that about what Lizzie's doing and everything too as well. And I love what you're doing too as well, Terry. Always a pleasure to see you here. Great to
Thank
see you
you.
again. Love to you.
Thank you. Love to you as well.
Yay. So we have approached the end of the list. It is a little earlier than I thought it was going to be, but that's all good too as well. We had a great workshop earlier. I don't know if anyone wanted to get one last poem in or one last song in there, anything like that, before we close up shop and everything too as well. If anyone wants to, you can do it. You can do that. We'll have like a little free for all before 10, All right, I see Ethan wants to hop in on it one more time. All right, Ethan, I got you. Go ahead and go do that. And Lizzie, I see you too as well. So we'll get Lizzie, get Ethan, and then we'll get Lizzie. How's that sound? I think that's cool. Fuck yeah. I love that. That was lit. That was lit, Ethan. Always great to hear you. That was amazing right there. You make sure you go check out Ethan at the Garage Poets right there and Ethan Mackler on Facebook right there. Love the bass right there. I'm learning it right now. I'm gonna learn and then we're gonna have a bass jam one day. I'm learning it. Just gotta give me like another year or so and I'll be there. Maybe I'll say like I can hang. always a pleasure to see you and hear you, Ethan. Great to see you again. Thank you. Love to you up there in Massachusetts. Great to see you again. Woo. All right, Lizzie, let's go to you now.
I'm gonna learn how to play bass too because Ethan has inspired me. There are all these mics. So just gotta find a bass guitar and then I'll learn. Okay. This is new ink called Stressing Through Life. The leaves wet under my pumas. I fear I will fall onto them, face flat or bottom first. I hunch around the west side of Manhattan in the fear zone, unsure of my every move, never sure-footed, especially when the rain begins to come down more powerfully than my anxiety wishes. Like the black ice in me, NYC can be swiftly sharp. One never knows if my teeth will shine smiles among the rest of the souls who wander past me, or if my deadpan demeanor will pillage on. My shield while the dragons attempt to burn me, how I feel on a day-to-day basis. Always at war with myself. I want to learn how to find sunshine on stormy days, to learn to let the rain wash over my nerves. Will I find the middle ground ever, or will this be the rest of my life? Thank you.
Ooh, Lizzie. Love to you. Love to you, my beanie wearing goddess yourself.
Thank you.
Love to you.
Thank you.
You're awesome. Always. Thank you for sharing that vulnerability with us tonight. I really do appreciate that. You've been awesome tonight. It's great to see you again.
Thank you.
I'll
Thank you
see
for
you
the
in the
space.
city soon. Yeah. I'm gonna see you in the city soon.
Couple weeks. Yeah.
Few weeks. So I don't normally do this, but I figure since it is an intimate group, I'm gonna whip out my bass. Can you hear it, y'all? Hear it fine? Cool. Time for me to go and go try to play the bass and everything too. But let me first take off this filter too as well. All right, here we go. And that was me attempting to play the bass. I'm not as good as Ethan. I will openly admit that and everything. It needs some work. I'm just saying that. But again, thank you all for coming out tonight. It is great to see you and everything too as well. Lizzie, Ethan, Terry, and to all those that have come in tonight and everything too as well, whether it be the workshop or it be for the open mic or for both. I have love for each and every one of you. We will be back here with a new set of prompts in 3 weeks. That's right. The 7th of December, not the 21st of September, but the 7th of December. We will be back and everything with a new set of stuff and everything. Jacob R. Moses is going to be running that workshop, by the way. Jacob R. Moses from Out Loud want to run a workshop, and we're going to get him up here and everything like that. He'll run his workshop and everything. I'll get that event up and everything for you all to see. Go check my socials at Nick Pay Logos on Facebook right there and Real Nick P on IG right there. I will see you all in 3 weeks. Make sure you go like The Word Is Right on Facebook, IG, and YouTube. And also, if you're in the New York area, I'll be at the Javits Center. Come on through. It's going to be a great time and everything. For all those watching, for all those in the room, I've been Nick Pay Logos signing off. Have a great night, everyone.